Hey guys, it's Homer. We're going into our 11th day of government shutdown, and second day into having my flag turned upside down. The reactions I'm getting from my friends, both in Above Top Secret and Military Gamers, have been overwhelmingly positive, and I want to thank you for that. I do want to address a couple of things with the people out there listening and that have made some kind of comments to me privately. I'm not doing this to get attention. I'm doing this to get people awake and aware of what's going on today. Um, been sitting here thinking about it. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I woke up early. I fell asleep early, so I woke up early. And I just have some thoughts and things like that that have been run through my head. First of all, I wanted to say, I'm a proud American. I'm happy to have lived in this country. I thank God I was born in this country. I'm proud to have served in her military. And that being said, um, you know, when I hear like the Star Spangled Banner, I get chills. When I hear the song "God Bless the USA" by Lee Greenwood, again, it gives me chills. And with the state of our country today, the state of our nation today, the part of the song of "God Bless the USA" that goes, "I'm proud to be American. At least I know where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who have died to give me those rights to me," or something like that effect. Um, the way our government's going today, if it keeps going the way it's going, those men and those women that have died in the trenches of World War II, World War One, sorry, uh, the men have died in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and every other conflict since our American Revolution would have died in vain if this country collapses. Um, and the reason why it will collapse is because of people keeping their heads in the sand. They don't want to know what's going on because it doesn't affect their life. But if this government shutdown continues and there's more furloughs, and what's going to eventually happen is this is going to start bleeding into the private sector. Jobs are going to be affected. It's happening now. You got these companies that are government contractors, Boeing, Sikorsky, etc., that have government contracts for their military aircraft or military equipment, what have you, are now starting to furlough people because they can't afford to pay them because they're not getting money from the government. So that in that aspect, it is starting to affect our private sector. When it starts affecting our local and our state and our local communities or our state and local governments is when people are going to start waking up. And actually, by that time, it will be too late. You need to wake up now and start paying attention to what's going on. Um, there's a bunch of us out there that are trying to work. I would like to see a recall election be done. And that's what's basically going to need to happen is a recall election, pull all these idiots out of office, and give us a fresh new government. Anybody that's voting for, anybody that's doing this, just it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Forgive me. Sometimes you got to lose track. Also being old, you kind of forget things. But we really need to. I think that a recall election is called for at this point. Um, we need a better government. We need a government that's going to represent that's for the people, by the people. Yeah, I'm rambling now, and my thoughts aren't all that organized. I don't do a blog. We don't do this kind of stuff. But I'm worried about our country. I'm worried about other people that live here and everything else. I'm worried about leaving a shambles wreck of a country for my son and my daughter. Who is our next generation? As you guys should be worried too for your children and your possible great grandchildren. What are they going to have when they grow up? Are they going to have the great nation that we had, or are they going to have a big old shit pile? I, for one, don't want to leave my children a shit pile. I'm going to leave the legacy of this great nation to my son and my daughter. This is a wonderful nation where you can, be proud to fly your flag, be proud to say, "Hey, I'm from America." I mean, because I say it every day. I'm proud to be a freaking American. Why do you think I wear this all the time? It's this. I'm proud to be here. I'm glad I grew up in this country than any other country. What country can you get away with talking smack about your government or your president and not worry about going to jail? Um, when I was in the army and we had a, a deployment or joint training exercise with the Thai military, and when we were getting ready to go there, one of our briefings were you cannot talk bad about their royal family, their imperial family, or you'll go to jail. If that was the case, in fact, here, Jay Leno and all those other guys in the late night talk shows would all be in jail a long time ago. I mean, we can talk, our garbage or say what we don't, that we disagree with our government, and we're not in fear of going to prison or disappearing. You know, that's one of the great things about living in this country. Other countries, like say in the Mideast, you don't have your choice to pick what religion that you have to be. There, you have to be the nation's religion. In this country, you could pick anything from worshiping Allah, Buddha, Jehovah, your pet dog, Spot. I mean, you have the freedom to do that. You don't get that in a lot of other countries. You have to follow their religion, their country's religion. So this is a great nation. I wouldn't give it up or change my national affiliation with anything else. So guys, if you so desire, please share my video. I'll tell you that's the other thing. I'm not looking for likes or be one of these big old video YouTuber bloggers and shit like that. I'm just trying to get out to my fellow Americans, my happy, proud citizens, my fellow veterans. I just want people to know what's going on. We're in a nation of proud people, but we're also in danger from our government and in danger of our country collapsing. Guys, you be good. I may come back on after this weekend and give a couple more words, thoughts. If I do, I do. I don't, then I don't. If you guys want me to talk about something, I'll bring it up. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Y'all have a good weekend.